After numerous rumors connecting Stephanie White to the position of head coach, the Indiana Fever officially appointed her on Friday. White, the recipient of the 2023 WNBA Coach of the Year award, has been appointed as the head coach of the Fever for the 2025 season, as the team aims to contend for a championship in the upcoming years. White spoke with Malika Andrews of ESPN shortly after the news was announced, conveying her excitement about returning to Indiana as a former Fever player and coach. It appears that more than just White is excited about joining the team. It appears that White had a conversation with the highly talented basketball star Caitlin Clark on Thursday evening prior to officially confirming her appointment within the organization. "I had a conversation with Caitlin last night, and I believe it stems from a sense of overall excitement," White answered when questioned about her communication with Clark prior to the announcement. "I have been observing Caitlin's performance since her 8th grade days, when I was coaching at the college level and reporting on her collegiate matches. It is a thrilling period for me. I am thrilled to collaborate with her and this youthful team," expressed Clark. She also expressed her sentiment towards the Fever's new coach through a comment on the team's Instagram announcement, as the reigning Rookie of the Year. White's arrival in Indiana marks a significant milestone for the organization as they usher in a new era. During the offseason, the team appointed Kelly Krauskopf as the new president, alongside Amber Cox, who was named the new general manager and COO. Throughout the last 2 seasons, White excelled as the head coach of the Connecticut Sun. In 2023, she received the prestigious Coach of the Year award for guiding her team to an impressive 27-13 record. Caitlin Clark's replacement at the University of Iowa Hawkeyes has successfully filled the former point guard's shoes, impressing fans. This marks the first season since 2019-20 that Clark was not a part of the team as their leading point scorer. In the absence of Clark, Lucy Olson from Villanova Wildcats has emerged as a notable point guard, effectively representing the team. Clark made a significant impact at the Hawkeyes, setting records for the highest number of points scored in both men's and women's college basketball. Additionally, she became Iowa's all-time leader in assists, prompting the team to retire her iconic jersey bearing the number 22. Her outstanding achievements, such as winning every Player of the Year award available, have solidified her reputation as one of the greatest players in college sports history. Nevertheless, Olson has emerged as a contender aiming to emulate her predecessor's success in Iowa. Olson tallied 19 points, shooting 9 for 17, along with 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal during the game. The athlete, hailing from Pennsylvania, excelled as a valuable player for the Wildcats in the 2023-24 season. She averaged 23 points, along with 8 rebounds and 8 assists per game, leading her team to the WNBA championship game. Similarly to Clark, Olson did not win the title and decided to transfer to the Hawkeyes as a senior point guard. The 21-year-old has garnered widespread praise from fans nationwide, sparking conversations on social media about her impressive debut. The Kansas City Star noted a particular comment stating, "Lucy Olson in her Iowa debut, 19 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, accompanied by a fire emoji." Another individual mentioned that Lucy Olson is the ideal candidate to fill the void left by Caitlin this year. "She is unreliable. I believe Iowa has a strong potential for success this year if Stulk advances to the next level." It is yet to be determined if the 21-year-old will emulate Clark's success and make a mark in Hawkeye's history. Without a doubt, women's college basketball is increasingly captivating to watch. At the close of the season, the camaraderie between Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, developed while playing for the Indiana Fever, appeared to have been established long ago. This is due to the fact that it was. Both Clark and Boston were members of multiple Team USA amateur teams as they progressed through their college careers. Although the two players did not frequently play together on the same team, they were both part of the Team USA roster for the 2019 FIBA U19 Women's Basketball World Cup in Bangkok, Thailand. Team USA emerged victorious, securing a gold medal in the tournament. A video clip of Clark making an assist to Boston during the intense championship game, which ended in a thrilling 74-70 overtime victory against Australia, was revealed on Thursday. This bucket represented 2 out of the 12 points scored by Boston in the championship game. Clark ended the competition with 3 points and 3 assists. However, this victory was largely attributed to the impressive performance of Paige Bueckers and Haley Van Lith, who are now recognized as top college guards, as they collectively scored 33 points. Additionally, the team boasted talented players such as Cameron Brink, Ryan Howard, and several others who have since transitioned to the WNBA. Bueckers was named the tournament MVP in 2019. In the 2021 U19 FIBA Women's World Cup, where Boston did not participate, Clark emerged as the tournament MVP. Moving forward, we anticipate Clark and Bookers to continue vying for additional MVP honors. Caitlin Clark displayed her compassionate nature by privately supporting Lucy Olson, the successor to the Iowa Hawkeyes. Clark is recognized as a standout collegiate athlete for her record-breaking achievements in the colors of the Hawkeyes in recent history. She holds the record for the most goals scored in the history of both men's and women's college basketball and maintains an impressive average of 28.4 points per game. After transitioning to the Indiana Fever from the Villanova Wildcats following her college career, Olson, a 22-year-old Pennsylvania native, made the switch to the Hawkeyes to step into the role left vacant by the departing player. In her inaugural game, a 91-73 victory against the Northern Illinois Huskies, she has garnered praise, being hailed as the next prodigy akin to Clark. With 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists in her season opener, Olson has acknowledged Clark's support and described her as a seasoned big-game player. In an interview on Haley Jones's podcast, Sometimes I Hoop, the 21-year-old shared, "I have had a few conversations with Caitlin Clark. She is extremely pleasant. She states, 'Please inform me if you require any assistance. I am consistently available. In going through challenges, I've got your back.'" Olson's disclosure, especially the final 9 words from Clark, highlight the nurturing nature of the seasoned star as she extends a helping hand to the younger generation in need of guidance and support. Olson is poised to have a significant senior season with the Hawkeyes after being ranked 3rd in her junior campaign, behind only Clark and USC's Juju Watkins. The talented athlete achieved an average of 23.3 points per game and was named the 2024 Big East Most Improved Player. She also secured all Big East team honors in 2023 and 2024, in addition to being crowned 2021 Miss Pennsylvania Basketball, adding to her impressive list of achievements. Sheryl Swoopes, a 3-time WNBA MVP, is known for being a strong critic of Caitlin Clark. Despite facing opposition from Clark fans, the 53-year-old has confidently expressed her opinion of the Indiana Fever superstar. One of Swoopes' most controversial statements from the recent season was her assertion that some players do not want to be part of the Fever squad due to the hype surrounding Clark. This belief was challenged by Indiana players. Swoopes discussed a recent episode of Gilbert Arenas' podcast No Chill, where she highlighted the Fever's significant error during Clark's outstanding rookie season. "I believe that the Fever did not perform well when it came to handling Kelsey Mitchell, an unrestricted free agent," Swoopes commented, as reported by Women's Fast Break. Due to her outstanding performance this season, Kelsey Mitchell did not receive the recognition she deserved. As mentioned by Swoopes, Mitchell will be an unrestricted free agent this offseason and may choose to leave the Fever. Swoopes stated that the Fever did not adequately acknowledge Mitchell's contributions to the team in 2024 following Indiana's first playoff appearance in almost 10 years. It is uncertain what Swoopes anticipated the Fever's actions to be regarding Mitchell, as the organization has clearly stated that resigning the 2-time All-Star is a primary focus this offseason. Regardless of the circumstances, it is uncertain whether Mitchell's future in Indiana is secure. The 5'8" guard is currently in China during the offseason, competing for the Shanxi Flame in the Women's Chinese Basketball Association (WCBA). Mitchell is set to return to the U.S. for the upcoming WNBA season. However, it is uncertain whether she will continue with the Fever or pursue opportunities elsewhere. WNBA icon Sheryl Swoopes garnered attention for her recent guest appearance on NBA legend Gilbert Arenas' podcast, Gil's Arena. The former WNBA MVP has once again captured fans' attention by continuing to critique Indiana Fever superstar Caitlin Clark. One of Swoopes' viral statements was her insinuation that Clark's popularity negatively affected her Indiana teammates. Swoopes is of the opinion that Caitlin is causing friction among her teammates in Indiana. Predictably, this unsupported statement failed to resonate with a significant number of WNBA supporters. Several individuals were prompt in criticizing Swoopes for her broad statement. One supporter of Clark asserted that Fever players contradicted Swoopes' statement and essentially told her to stop speaking out. Swoopes became aware of this post on a popular platform, which quickly went viral with over 1.5 million views. The Hall of Famer addressed a tweet from a user who was defending her against the recent accusation. It is unclear what Swoopes meant by stating that they were all lies. She did, however, mention that certain Fever players are looking to leave Indiana. As anticipated, the recent statement made by the 6-time All-Star has resulted in increased criticism from both Clark and WNBA supporters. Is that your twin in the video, or are you experiencing memory loss that prevents you from recalling your own statements? It is imperative that we extend grace to Sheryl and strive to understand her perspective. Constantly being incorrect with every statement you make must have a significant impact on a person. Put yourself in her position. Imagine constantly being in the wrong and experiencing how it feels, another individual remarked. It is evident that Swoops does not have a favorable opinion of Caitlin Clark. She has expressed her opinions about the rookie sensation on numerous occasions, and shows no signs of halting her critiques of Caitlin in the near future. Nevertheless, as long as she perseveres, it is certain that Swoops will face continuous criticism from Clark supporters. The Indiana Fever reached a significant milestone on Monday by announcing Stephanie White as the team's new head coach. Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Lexi Hull showed their support for their new coach at the gathering for the upcoming 2025 season. One notable absence from the major event was Kelsey Mitchell, a two-time All-Star player. Many supporters were puzzled by her absence, given her key role as a standout player on the team at just 28 years old. Mitchell's upcoming status as an unrestricted free agent, with the option to leave Indiana this offseason, has heightened curiosity among fans about her absence. Mitchell's absence is justified by a valid reason. The reality is that the 5'8" guard is currently located on the other side of the world. Mitchell is currently in China, where she has finalized an agreement with the Shanxi Flame team of the Women's Chinese Basketball Association, WCBA. Mitchell's departure during the offseason is not uncommon. Currently, a number of WNBA players are competing overseas with various teams during the league's hiatus. The Shanxi Flame have previously recruited notable players like Maya Moore and Alyssa Thomas in the past. Mitchell has experience playing internationally, having previously competed in Egypt, Israel, and Spain. This background will benefit the former Ohio State star as she transitions to playing overseas again. Mitchell was recently highlighted in a social media video with her Flame teammates, Lu Yutong and fellow WNBA player Olivia Nelson-Adota from the Connecticut Sun. On another circulating video on social media platform X, the influencer known as the Fever Guard is endorsing a hotel located in Shanxi Province, China, where she is currently staying. Mitchell's agreement with the Flame is set to expire after a brief term of just a few months. She is set to return to the United States just in time for the commencement of the 2025 WNBA season. At present, Mitchell has not yet made a determination regarding her future in the league. She has already suggested the potential of going back to Indiana. The Fever have emphasized that Mitchell is a crucial player for their team and securing her in free agency is a top priority for the upcoming offseason. WNBA superstars Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier are close to finalizing the 30-player roster for their Unrivaled League's inaugural 3-on-3 tournament in January. After Wednesday's announcement, the league has introduced 29 players, with only one spot remaining for the groundbreaking all-women's league. Unrivaled officially revealed on Wednesday that Lexi Hull, guard for the Indiana Fever, has been added as the 29th player to their roster. The league announced the decision on X, only days after adding former Iowa standout Kate Martin to the unparalleled roster. Hull and Martin share a commonality. Both players have had the opportunity to compete alongside Caitlin Clark. Hull played alongside the Rookie of the Year on the Fever, whereas Martin was teammates with Clark during their time together with the Hawkeyes. This connection was noted by several fans when Martin's announcement was made, leading them to believe that Clark will also be joining the league after signing with her Fever teammate. With the conclusion of the WNBA's successful 2024 campaign, fans now eagerly anticipate the debut season of the Unrivaled League. The inaugural 3-on-3 tournament was founded by WNBA standouts Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, with the inaugural season scheduled to begin in January. Unrivaled made a significant announcement on Monday regarding their newest team member, Las Vegas Aces guard Kate Martin. Prior to being chosen by the Aces as a second-round pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, Martin spent 5 years playing for the Iowa Hawkeyes. During her time there, she had the opportunity to play alongside Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark. Martin and Clark developed a strong bond while in Iowa and have remained close friends ever since. This is the reason why many Clark fans speculate that Unrivaled's signing of Martin is intended to attract the current Rookie of the Year to the league. It is important to highlight that, as per earlier reports, the unmatched league is contemplating a comprehensive offer akin to Lionel Messi's to persuade Clark to join the league. The soccer superstar's agreement with Major League Soccer, MLS, involves a substantial salary, partial ownership, and revenue sharing. It is clear that Clark will not be making close to Messi's $150 million contract with MLS, but it seems that Unrivaled is making significant efforts to attract the 22-year-old. The fans firmly believe that the addition of Kate Martin to the team is a further advancement towards achieving this ambitious goal. Despite not receiving significant playing time for the Las Vegas Aces this season, rookie guard Kate Martin has still faced the challenging realities of life in the WNBA. Martin's ex-Iowa teammate, Caitlin Clark, has experienced a remarkable ascent in her professional career, surpassing even Martin in terms of speed and magnitude. On Tuesday, prior to the Aces Game 2 semifinal match against the New York Liberty, Martin was questioned by a reporter regarding her transition to the WNBA and how her time with Clark in Iowa influenced her skill in ignoring distractions. Over the past few years, our presence at Iowa reached its peak with high viewership, particularly during the most watched games. We were heavily involved in many of those occasions, noted Martin. Having that experience was invaluable, particularly with the presence of renowned individuals seated courtside.